Hi, Indonesia. I'm Devora. Check out my interview on CreativeDisc.com, the #1 music website in Indonesia.
Hello, Sid lovers. Welcome back to another CreativeDisc exclusive interview with me, Lutfi. And today's guest is a girl. Oh my God, this girl is so interesting because she can mix and match so many genre on a one table. Like when I first heard her song, it's like kind of like it's a country, but it's not. But it's a country song, but it's not. I'm so confused on its genre, but it's so interesting. So we want to talk about the interesting things on our today artist. Please welcome, this is Devora.
Hi. Hey guys, thanks so much for me.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this interview because your song is very, very cool. Oh my God.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So,
Thanks.
how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. It's raining tonight in Los Angeles. But I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm fine. It's in Jakarta right now. It's a freaking hot. Like the temperature is very rising.
Humid, I would imagine.
Yes. So what kind of activity that you are doing recently?
So I am in the middle of writing my next EP, my next album. So I've been just in writing mode, working on music for the next EP.
So you're back on tour recently. So how do you feel? Finally, after a long time, you can finally do the tour again.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys know this, but I didn't announce it, but the tour actually got canceled because of COVID. I know. I'm so upset. I know. I was supposed to open for Bush and Stone Temple Pilots.
I already see it on Instagram.
I know. And they it didn't get canceled. It got postponed to 2020. So yeah.
It's so sad. In Jakarta is very the same. We've got a postponed tour too in Jakarta because COVID is still rising.
I know. It's a crazy time right now,
Yeah, it's really crazy time. So let's talk more about your music right now. So tell me more about your debut EP, Outlaw.
So Outlaw's my baby. It's my first EP. And basically it's the first installment of my stories as Devora. It's chapter 1. The next EP will be chapter 2, and I try to write every song like in my perspective, but from like a movie, like you feel like you're immersed in this atmosphere, in this scene. I'm really inspired by old Western movies and directors like Quentin Tarantino, and so all of that helps me paint a picture for the world that I'm sharing with all of you.
So speaking about Quentin Tarantino, what's favorite movies of Quentin Tarantino?
Natural Born Killers. Yeah,
such a choice.
So good. I love that movie. Natural Born Killers and Kill Bill, of course.
Oh,
yeah.
Such a choice. So, like, I think the way your name, your debut EP Outlaw really represent you and your sound, because I think like you want to be kind of outlaw in music, especially in this country music, I think.
Yeah. I'm definitely trying to carve my own lane, and there's really not many people doing this. I'm trying to blend, dark pop music with country, aesthetically, visually, and musically, and it's been so much fun because I have such a passion for creating this genre, and I'm excited.
So like Body Bag is very unique track, I think, because on the start you sing like typical country folk singer, like I think like there's a Sheryl Crow vibe. And when I first
Oh
heard it,
yeah,
like yeah, it's like oh my god, this is very Sheryl Crow. But in
I
the
love it.
chorus, yeah, really, I kind of like struck in too. And but when the chorus came, you came with the big stoner rock riff. Like, tell me more
Yeah.
about this track. Like, man, it really blew my mind.
Oh my God. This was a really fun one. I was really I was coming out of kind of a dark time when I was writing this EP, and I was really frustrated and fed up with a lot of things. And
Mm.
I remember I got in the studio that day and I was like, I can't even like pretend to I can't even what's the word? Sugarcoat my words. Like
Ah.
I want to put somebody in a body bag right now. So and I can't censor it. That and they were like, don't censor it. Let's just write about it. And that's what came out.
But I think it's like an interesting things because I think on the track of the Outlaw is very unique because you mix Outlaw country element into more pop sound, but sometimes like I can hear element of stoner rock and like
Yeah.
industrial. Yeah, it's a whole package. But how can you balancing the very different sound into one element?
Yeah, that's a good question. It all comes down to like the songs that when I'm working with my producers and we're working on the musical element to the song, the production, I'm definitely drawn to certain sounds, and some
Mm.
of the sounds sound nothing like the other sound that I just picked. So, um, but yet it all, no matter what the sound is, it all seems to encapsulate and be the umbrella of Devora. So I'm inspired by multiple genres, multiple sounds, and I think that comes through in the music.
Because it really make me think like what's the decision that you want to take the different approach in your career by mixing all many like country music with your twang by like into another element into Devora music. What's kind of the decision that you make it that you choose it?
Um, you mean like like what inspires me to mix the two?
Yes, exactly
Oh,
exactly
okay.
exactly
Yeah, so growing up, I grew up in the desert. I grew up in Arizona, and I grew up listening to country music, but I also grew up listening to dark pop music, like, and also industrial music and goth music and emo music. And so growing up, I remember thinking to myself, like, I wish there was a way that people could write country music with like a darker twist to it. And I never heard that as a kid growing up or as a teenager. And I was like, I'm gonna, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna create it because I want to hear it. So
because you got the twang, you got the country sound, but it's kind of mesmerizing me because when I first heard the track, this is honestly speaking, like what the hell is this? It's like twang sound, but the next is like stoner rock sound. Oh wow, it's kind of cool.
yeah. Thank you. Yeah, thanks.
So, what's your opinion on country music right now, especially in this era when country music can be so flexible and not so rigid as it was?
Yeah, I feel a shift happening, to be honest. I think there needs to be a shift happening quicker. I think that artists like Lil Nas X and who's the other guy? Morgan Wallen. These
Ah,
are
yes.
artists that are, yeah, these are country artists that are, I mean, Lil Nas X isn't a country artist, but he sort of paved this way. I'm obsessed with him. I love him so much.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I love him. But with Old Town Road, he really paved a way and opened the door to a non-traditional approach to country music. Whereas before I felt like it's like a box, and anything outside the box doesn't make it in, and now I feel like the gates are slowly opening with country music to expand and be a part of multiple things, which is really cool.
So you are such a Nine Inch Nails fan girl. I
Yes.
think.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
Can you share the time when you first found this band and be like a big fans of them?
yes. So I remember being in high school and just I was on YouTube or something or yeah, YouTube, and was just going through videos, and I somehow stumbled upon these live videos of Nine Inch Nails from like, I don't know, the 90s or early 2000s. And I was like, I remember just being like, my mouth was like on the floor. I was like, what is this? It was just the craziest thing I'd ever seen. I was like, this is what I want to do when I grow up. Like, this is crazy. So, and I just started listening to the music, and I was just obsessed after seeing this live performance that they did. That was just mesmerizing.
But in your choice, what's the best Nine Inch Nails albums for you?
Ooh. Uh, it's a tie between the Downward Spiral and Year Zero for me.
Oh wow, I like Year Zero too. Oh my god.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
it.
it's really good album. Like they can finally mix up industrial and pop side on Year Zero.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
It was a
yes.
great record.
I like survivalism a lot.
Yes, so good.
Yes, yes, yes. So, you are starting your career by writing music for other people. So, in your opinion, what's the difference between writing music for you and other people?
So for other people, if you know you're writing for someone specifically, you really try to get into the mind and the psyche of the artist that you're writing for. Um, Whereas when you're writing for yourself, you really have to go deep inward and extract those stories and those feelings and those emotions. So it's two very different muscles, but both. But I like the challenge of both for sure.
So, what do you think like the challenge for you? Because you know you play like I don't know. It didn't sound strange, but it kind of sounds new for country music people and rock music people. So, in your opinion, what's your challenge to make it big in this scene?
Oh, say that one more time. What's my advice or my chance?
Yes, yes,
Oh, my advice. Oh my gosh. Okay, the biggest advice I can give I would give to my younger self
yes.
as a kid, starting out in this industry, is don't give up. And I know that's a very general statement,
Mm,
but someone once told me, if you look at people that are successful versus not successful in this industry, the people
mm.
that are successful are simply the ones that just didn't give up. And that is so true. And it resonated so highly with me. And, through
Ooh.
all the tough times and all the, so that's definitely my don't give up. Just keep going. And eventually you will meet your goal.
Wow. So, if you can pick one or two album, which album that you like the most?
That's a good question.
Besides Nine Inch Nails, we
Besides,
already talked about that. Yes.
oh my gosh. I'm a huge Johnny Cash fan, so any of the Johnny Cash records. Um, and Nirvana, In Utero, that was a huge influence for me.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a
From
huge
Johnny
Nirvana
Cash to Nirvana. Wow.
fan.
Yeah, yeah, they're so broad. They're so broad, girl. So wow.
Yeah.
I think I kind of got your point about the body back right now. Okay, because your influence, your music influence.
Yeah, it's broad.
So, so okay, my last question. Mention 5 things we didn't know about you.
5 things you didn't know. I have a pet scorpion.
Oh,
Um,
really? Is it
I do.
venomous?
I do. It's a black Asian forest scorpion. Um, I don't know where exactly it's from. I got it at a pet store. But it's big. I mean, it's like it's scary. Um, what else that you didn't know about me? I when I first started in music, I was writing not only for other people, but I was writing for like TV commercials and stuff like that, and like TV shows, like music for TV shows and stuff. I
Wow.
I know how to produce and engineer music.
Wow.
Yeah, I have a background in production and engineering. I can speak
Wow.
French.
Ooh.
And if I wasn't a musician, I would want to be somehow involved in medicine, like a doctor.
That's so cool to that's so cool answer. That's so cool answer. People, this is your new outlaw music star. This is Devora. Thank you very much for this
Thank you so
interview.
much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So, Creative City lovers, thank you for this interview, Devora. So see you in the next interview. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.